What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Stunnamel. Today we got asking millionaire golfers how they got rich. Let's see what's going on. Hopefully they can give us some advice. You never know. So make sure y'all tap in, have y'all ears plugged in, because some of y'all don't be listening to nothing. Y'all don't even be listening to the stuff that I be telling y'all. So let's see what's going on. Let's tap in.
Excuse me, guys. Question for you. Are either you guys business owners?
Oh, you're the Instagram guy.
Yes, sir. Could I ask you a couple questions?
Oh shit.
Ask away, we'll give you an answer.
I guess. How much did you guys sell your company for?
Well, I think the first company sold for around 25 million, and then the second company sold for around 200 million, and we sold.
Oh,
for
damn.
now $10 billion. Lately, there's been kind of a trend where people are bashing billionaires. I don't get it.
What industry did you guys pursue a career in? What did you do for a living?
Intellectual property and technology law.
What is your net worth?
110 million.
Are you selling?
Oh my god, man, look at this fucking This is what I want to be able to do when I'm 50 plus years old. They don't even got to go to a golfing course. They got a golfing course in their backyard. So all they got to do is just walk outside and grab their golf clubs and play golf. This is what I'm trying to do when I'm 50 some years old. Beautiful kids in a peaceful area where I ain't got to always turn my head left and right at. Because right now I live in a ratchet. I ain't gonna hold you shit.
Yeah, 100% self-paid.
This is what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be just like this.
How can somebody become a nine-figure entrepreneur in today's world?
If you meet billionaires, like I've been a part of Harvard, MIT, CEO programs, every billionaire I met has said this.
Oh, he gonna give us some game.
Some of the biggest business deals in the world have been closed on golf courses. So today, I'm gonna be going around to the wealthiest golf courses in all of Texas to ask multi-millionaires and business moguls what they did for a living to become millionaires and how you can start your path to becoming financially free in 2024.
Wherever he at right now, yeah, like this gotta be on the other side of Texas, cause I didn't even know this was Texas.
Let's get this video on the way.
They live on a good side of town for sure though. They living by the mountains and shit. Damn, that shit look hard as hell out that bit.
Excuse me, guys.
I love to live out there, boy.
I started a channel at the University of Texas at Austin.
No way.
I grew it to
These two guys went to the University of Texas at Austin.
That's amazing.
Started his channel.
I did. I grew it to over 3 million followers in about 2 years, and I go all over the country just asking people a few quick questions on some of their advice to the younger generation.
Oh, I've done it. You probably ain't got to the wrong group.
Nah. I've done interviews with
hey, the old niggas funny. I'm already knowing.
People would love to just know if I could ask one of you guys or just somebody just a couple quick questions.
All right. Just ask away. We'll give you an answer.
I guess, like, what industry did you guys pursue a career in? What did you do for a living?
We were in the oil and gas business, and he was in the banking business, and he's in real estate.
Yeah, oil and gas business is very competitive. What was the number one thing that you guys did to stand out in this business? What do you look for in young people that tells you that, hey, you're going to be successful?
It's harder the younger you are, but as you start moving up and have a little bit of say-so, best advice I can say is get equity in your company. Either stock options, phantom stock, own a piece of whatever you're working for, because you can live off of a salary, but equity builds wealth.
Right, so ownership is key.
Ownership, you got to have anything else. I mean, ownership is number one.
Nah, that's right though. You got to be able to have ownership about that.
Career. If there's a lesson about money that somebody taught you that always stuck with you, what's that advice you pass on?
You don't borrow short-term money on a long-term venture. Whatever financing, if you have a long-term investment, you better have long-term financing. Otherwise, if you have short-term financing on a long-term venture, then it could go away from you quickly and you could get it taken away from you.
What were you doing in oil and gas? What exactly were you doing in oil and gas?
Ran the company, president.
Among yourself and the most highly successful people that you study and know, what is that one trait that they all have in common?
Integrity.
Integrity. Yeah. How important is it to keep your word in business?
Very. Yeah. Otherwise, that's it.
Yeah, I got you.
There's a lot of guys up there you want to hit up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. So I know we're going around golf.
Nah, I can tell they trying to golf and shit. They ain't trying to answer questions and shit.
A nine-figure entrepreneur at his mansion out here in Austin, Texas. His net worth is over $100 million. And I'm going to ask him his best advice for somebody trying to become a nine-figure entrepreneur in today's world and how you can start your path to becoming a millionaire. So with that being said, let's go see what he has to say. What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Medical device. So I went into medical device sales 14 years ago, and then started a distributorship, and then ended up starting my own company.
What is your net worth?
110 million.
110 million. Are you self-made?
Yeah, 100% self-made. Probably about as self-made as you get.
And how can somebody become a nine-figure entrepreneur in today's world?
When I was a stockbroker, we were taught to train investors to be diversified. If you meet billionaires, like Like I've been a part of Harvard, MIT, CEO programs. Every billionaire I met has said the exact opposite. They say if you believe in something, you find something's good, you invest in yourself, you put all your money into that, and you grow it. And that's what I did with my company. I self-funded it, put all my money in that company. I have control over that, and it grew bigger and bigger.
And how much is that company worth now?
The main one's over 100 million, probably 100.
Oh my gosh. Over 130. Nah, I hope y'all really taking notes. If y'all not taking notes, y'all doing yourself a disfavor right now. Yeah, I ain't got no paper or pencil out right now, but I'm storing all of that information in my brain. He put us on game, and some of y'all might not even be understanding what he talking about. He basically saying, gang, you just gotta keep investing into the things that you really want, and you just gotta keep doing that shit. And he goddamn making 110 mil and 130 mil, like. I could tell that crib is that's all I'm looking at right now. I could imagine in the inside probably look crazy, gang. I'm already knowing.
So how did you scale this business from 8 to 9 figures?
There's 2 books. One's called E-Myth, the other book's called Scaling Up. But both of them talk about the turnkey method. You prove the model, and then you duplicate it, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So we did this in 1 state in California in the very beginning, and now we're in 43 states. We've proved the model, we've been in sales reps, take care of hospitals, surgery centers, and we just do that over and over again.
What was the lowest point in your career as an entrepreneur?
About 3 years ago, when we grew too fast, there's a quote in business, and it basically says that more companies die from indigestion than starvation. So it means like the company didn't dry up because of sales. We actually grew so fast in sales, we ran out of money because we couldn't make enough product quick enough. And it was a valuable lesson that you want to grow, but you want to grow sustainably as an entrepreneur, not grow too fast. You can actually grow a company too quickly.
What is your advice to someone trying to find that winning product in whatever industry that they're in?
You got to go out there and try a bunch of stuff. You know, I was a stockbroker for 2 years out of college, and I was horrible. I was not very good at what I did, and I went into medical device, and after years and years of talking to doctors and surgery centers, I found that one thing that, hey, nobody's attacking this, and then how do we make it better? And then, you know, over 3, 4, 5, 6 years of making that product better month by month by month, that's how we evolve. And then you reach that tipping point where you're not making sales calls anymore. People want your device because they hear about it. People are like, this changes, this saves lives. It's a great medical product. We want it. And that's when it becomes fun. It's you're not selling anymore. They want your stuff.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah, because at that point it's like shit. You just you ain't doing nothing that much for it because they want to tap into your product. So it's like shit. You ain't got to really do too much now. You already done did what you done did before. Now there's a lot of people that are going to want to tap in.
As Jeremy said, he spent years going back and forth with doctors and his prospective clients to really figure out what their problems were. And as soon as he was able to come up with the solution to these, he was able to build winning products that sold for millions of dollars and ultimately build a 9-figure business. And if you own a business that relies heavily on communication with your clients to close deals, whether that's through phone calls or text messaging, did you know that you can automate up to 90% of these interactions and eliminate 30% of your costs? This is all possible thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Nextiva. Nextiva is an
W sponsor, but you know they not paying me about this shit, so I gotta skip that bit.
It looks like they got some bogles out, so we're gonna go up and see if we can talk to some of these people and get some game for you guys. Come on. Excuse me, guys. Question for you.
Sure.
I started a channel out here in Austin, Texas that I grew to over 3 million followers. I go all over the country just asking people a few questions on some of their best advice to the younger generation of kids coming out of school. I wanted to know if I could ask you a couple quick questions for the channel.
Sure.
Is that cool?
I can't speak for David, but yeah, you can ask him.
I got you. I appreciate you.
Don't let them make 3 million.
Oh, I promise you they will. I value your perspective if they don't. How much did you guys sell your company for?
Well, I think the first company sold for around 25 million, and then the second company sold for around 200 million, and we sold to a company that's now $10 billion.
How old are you now?
Oh my!
Today is my birthday.
You turned 70 today?
Yeah.
If you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, when you were starting from zero, what's the best piece of advice you tell your younger self?
I would say don't waste time. The great thing about Millionaire.
I always say that, gang. Everybody probably say that, but we still be struggling with that shit. I be telling myself, don't waste time, gang. Stop wasting time. You keep wanting to do this and do that and all the other stuff that you was doing in the past, you gotta let go of that. You know what I'm saying? You wasting too much time. When you could be getting things done, what you need to be able to do, which is posting these videos for y'all, making sure that y'all got something to watch. So that's facts. Wasting time. Time is not on our side. Everybody want to act like time is in our favor, and it's not. Time is not in our favor at all. We are always against time. Think about it. When you clock into work, gang, you gotta always be like, damn, I gotta leave the house at 7:30. I gotta work at 7:50. I gotta leave the house at 7:30, gang. Because if I leave 5 minutes later, I might be late. Always against time. That's all I'm trying to say. So he
There's
right about that.
Opportunities for everyone. Everybody's coming here, okay? They want to come here. People coming from El Salvador with a kid on their back and that sort of thing. These are strong people, right? They mow down the competition because they're not entitled. They work incredibly hard. They see the opportunity, right? You know, the thing today that really gets me is, you know, people are bashing America. It's like, wow, you should watch more videos or something, or go some places because, you know, this is really great. You know, the interesting thing is that 87% of people in America believe in free enterprise, right? And so Democrat, Republican, Independent, 80
fast track your success.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he really gonna stamp it. Like he gonna give us some advice for real. The way he talking right now, I'm already knowing. Taking in all that
people
shit.
Agree. They believe in free enterprise, right? And there's that opportunity here. And lately there's been a trend, this is not really entitlement, but lately there's been kind of a trend where people are bashing billionaires. I don't get it, okay? And
That's
I liken
facts.
it
That's
to,
facts.
you know, 750 billionaires in America, right? There's 350 million people. And in a society that believes in free enterprise, that's going to happen.
Right.
So here we're on the golf range, I say like Tiger Woods, right? For example, he's at his peak and people are saying, hey, give him a softer ball, right? He's too successful. Okay, I don't get this at all, and I don't know where it's coming from. And that, to you, the modern world, to social media, the bots, the people behind driving these narratives, right? You don't know who they are. And so my message to younger people is study. Okay, whatever it is, before you formulate opinion, really get some facts and understand the surroundings. Don't just watch a TikTok video and say.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Bro, what is his name, gang? What is his name right here? Who is him? Who is he? Who is he, gang? I like him. I like him a lot because he right. We always want to look on TikTok for advice and things like that instead of actually doing our own research. How we know that it's actually real? How do we actually know that it's fact? I have to go into depth and really like read about some shit. I gotta really investigate with certain things on the internet.
Believe in it.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, sir. Have a great day, sir.
I appreciate him, man. I ain't gonna hold you, boy. He talking that shit.
And he just laid out the blueprint for you guys, man. I can't say
I swear to God he did.
Man. The golf course moguls are out and they're going crazy. Let's go get this next interview. Excuse me, guys. Question for you. Are either you guys business owners?
Oh, you're the Instagram guy.
Yes, sir.
That is so cool.
Absolutely, man.
You came to the right place at Gartner.
Could I ask you a couple questions?
You can, but I'm not in your league, though.
No, it's all good, man. I guess like what industry did you pursue a career in?
Intellectual property and technology law.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you a lawyer or?
Yeah, I'm still a lawyer. I just retired about a year ago.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
I did have one good year. I made about $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah.
What was the best financial advice that you received throughout your career?
I invest in the stock market. You know, it was probably, I think, Warren Buffett that gave the advice, which I think is very true. You know, be greedy when others are scared and be scared when other people are greedy. So, you know, when you see the market's getting near a top, you have to consider getting out of it a little bit. When you can see it's getting really low, that's the time to invest, right? It's the theory, right, is to buy low, sell high. But it's easy to say and it's so hard to do because the psychology is exactly the opposite, right? The psychology is you see everything going up, people making money, that's when you want to buy, and then you see things crashing, people panic and they want to sell, right? So the psychology is to actually do the opposite, right? To buy high and sell low. But you want to buy low, sell high, and that means doing the opposite of what other people are doing at various times in the market.
How old are you now?
Tomorrow will be my 59th birthday.
59th birthday.
Yeah.
Well,
You still young, man. You still young getting them racks.
If you're going through hell, just keep on going, because eventually you'll get out. You know, I've always had a belief in God, but it was really only in the last 10 years that I started feeling like at the important points in my life, God has come through for me. And there have been too many things that have happened by coincidence that make me discount the fact that by having that faith and that belief, eventually, like we talked about earlier, you know, you're going to come out of the low times and things are going to be better than they were even before.
So what do you think is more important? Book smarts or street smarts?
Street smarts.
Why?
I mean, how many times do you solve a differential equation in the real world, right?
You don't.
I mean,
you don't. You got amazing advice, sir. Thank you so much.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Hard Knocks family, the golf.
I hope y'all heard what he said though, gang. He said if y'all going through hell right now, gang, just keep on going. You gonna get out of it eventually. I tell myself that all the time. And this is my first time tapping into my boy channel. We react to everything on these videos, so if y'all like certain videos that y'all want me to react to, let me know down below in the comments and I'm gonna get those out the way for y'all. But let me know how y'all feel about this, and also remember what they said, gang. If y'all gotta replay these videos about 8 times, then go ahead and do it.